What's good, YouTube? Welcome back for episode 13 of Automating an Empire. Today I want to build a little drone that will actually go around and pick some stuff up for us. Basically, I'm going to use the autopilot system with the standard remote along with the build and repair system. Just run around and pick everything around the base up that we've been gathering. We've got a little bit of trash out there that needs to be cleaned up, so I figured that would be a good idea here. So the first thing I'm going to need is going to be a large cargo container here. Now basically the way this is going to be set up, let me look around here, is it's just going to be a ship with a large cargo container and a battery or two that flies around and picks things up inside of the shield. That's not going to work out right. That'll run around and pick things up inside of the shield, so I'm not going to have to worry about weapons or anything like that. It's just going to pick up all these reaver ships and stuff that have been getting dropped all over the place. Would help if I could actually aim. That would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Boom. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to need, I don't need a cockpit or anything like that because we are going to have a remote, so let me go on and grab the remote here. And let's say this is the front. And I'm also going to need a build and repair unit here. Okay, so that's got an actual thing that runs through it. So that'll be fine to put here, and we'll put the connector here. In fact, I could put more than one build and repair unit on this. I'm going to do that. This will speed up the process a little bit, just make it a little quicker. Oh, actually, let me remove this remote. I don't think that's the direction we want to fly in. Alright, there we go. That'll work. So I've got the connector in the back, I've got build and repair units all around, and I've got a remote up front. So this should be pretty good for what we need. I just need to add a bunch of thrusters now. Okay, I'm actually adding up thrust because we are going to be using the remote with the autopilot system, and the autopilot system actually doesn't like not having that. So I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. I'm going to add basically 2 thrusters in every direction, I think. I'm also going to let this use PAM because it'll be easier to get it to dock with PAM. And I'm going to need some timer blocks too for this because the way it's going to work, I'm going to need quite a few of them actually. The way I'm going to work it is I'm going to set it up to automatically run around from one place to another. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We'll get rid of any timer blocks we don't end up using here, but it's going to run around from one GPS to another, stay there for about a minute, move on to the next one, stay there for about a minute, move on to the next one, and then it's going to dock in at its home position for about a minute or two, maybe fill up on batteries, or not completely fill on batteries, but charge for about 5 minutes or so, and then move on to the GPSs. So we're going to need a timer block, I believe, for just about each one of those things. So I think this one should be set up pretty well by now. So the first thing I need to do is I need to bring in a PAM system here. As soon as I pull it from the thing there. There we go. That way we can stop the clang. And I need to load in PAM here. Oh, it's also going to need an antenna because I need to be able to control it myself as well, so I can actually position it where it wants to go, and then I can get rid of the antenna after that if I want to. The first thing I'm going to need to do is give it a home, but I want to give it a home outside here, so it's going to come up here. Let me move this guy out of the way. Okay, so I'm controlling this just to bring it home. I'm gonna dock it up with the... Ooh, I almost forgot. I'm gonna need a camera for this, aren't I? Actually, no, I can't control the camera from there. So I'm just gonna have to basically watch my way through here to start with, because I don't want to add a bunch of extra stuff if we don't have to. I am gonna need more battery, I think. Okay, so we got it docked. Next thing I need to do, now that I'm done with that, is I need to go in on this programmable block and set home for Pam. It's in shuttle mode at the moment, so this is actually perfect. And we can use these right here to tell it what to do. So this will be path home. Here is what we need. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to set the home path up to somewhere that's out of the way here. So I've got to do path home. And then I can control it. Undock it. Move forward. And then stop recording path here. By using the apply, we can stop the path recording. Alright. And we can do... We could do a shuttle job, but that I think that has to go from connector to connector. So now that that's done, what we need to do is we need to come over here and we need to make us a few GPS markers. So the GPS markers that we want to make are going to be one right here. Just basically go around the perimeter. And I'm going to do them in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sort of deal. Basically just make a circular path around the base. So 2 will be here. 3 will be here. We'll bring 4 to about right here. Then come out this way a little bit, because we've got something to get rid of over here. And then come back over this way. We want to try to stay in close to our shield. I can move, I think I can extend our shield out here. I'll try that in a few minutes. But basically just making our path out in GPS markers. Okay, I'm going to tell this guy to run home real quick so he doesn't get attacked by the Orc Death Ship here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to talk to this guy. I'm going to get him to do some interesting stuff here. So the first thing I need to do is I need to go to the remote and look around here real quick. I need to turn on collision avoidance and precision mode, and we'll set it up we'll set it up for circle here. Choose all the GPS locations and set the speed limit down kind of low here. Now the first thing I need to do is I need to time this out, which obviously we can't do that if we're docked. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to run this through one time just to see how long it takes. He moves a little quick here. I don't like this. Okay, I need to put a little bit more thought into this. I need it to be able to go from one waypoint to the other, like one at a time, and then stop. I need to figure out how to do that. I may end up needing a lot more remote controls, which is going to be pretty annoying if that's the case. But what I'll do is I'll pause this for now. So let me cut off the build and repair here, because that's going to get on my nerves if it's showing all of the build and repair stuff here. There we go. Got rid of show area off of that. So basically what I need it to do is I need to be able to go, if you guys have any ideas for this, let me know. Actually, I need it to be able to go, like, say from the home position here just to say the first GPS node. Once it gets to the first GPS node, I need it to stay there for about a minute, and then move on to the second, then the third, then the fourth, and stay for about a minute each time. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be thinking about it as well and try to figure it out. I also need to clean all this mess up because somehow we got it all mixed up with the blueprint. I don't know how. It printed weird things. Alright, so while we're doing that, there is one thing that I need to do here. I need to place a camera up here. That way we can get a good view of what's going on with our setup down here. So I'm about to remove this seat here, and I need to actually be able to see what's going on below. So I just need to place a camera. I'd say about right there should be good. That way we can get a good view down that way. And now I can remove the seat here. That way we can control it completely from the control room. And I'll go ahead and add a projector here. I also want to add an outside projector while I'm at it. That way we can access everything or build outside if we want to. So I'm going to put the projector directly up here on top. There we go. And also I need to put one, I'd say about right here as well. That way we can project things out here and build them if we need to. And that also means I can get rid of this. I will need a camera out here as well, so I'm just going to add one right here. And I'm going to name this one. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm just going to name this one. I'm going to name this one outside cam. And I'm going to name this one up here inside cam for now. Now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to set these up on the bar or one of the bars so I can edit or just see if they're going to work out right. Oh yeah, that works beautifully. We've got a really good view here. We can get in as close as we need to. And let's try the other cam. Let me go ahead and add that on bar 5. That way we can keep some separation between where we're at. And I do have the mod to allow us to pan the camera angle, which is great. There we go. That's a good view there. And I also need to start setting some of these LCDs up. If anyone has any good LCD mods that they want to check out or want me to check out, let me know in the comments. I want to get some really cool looking stuff up here for the LCDs because we've got plenty of them and I just need to come up with some ideas to fill them all. I will be using a lot of Pam stuff. As you see, I've been setting up some of the inventory things for Pam and all of that stuff. So we've got the auto crafting Pam set up. These two right here are for auto crafting. So as I decide to auto craft more things, I'll be adding them to that. This one is items containing ore. So this is basically an inventory of how much ore we have left. Which looks like we've got a lot of uranium and ice and cobalt that hasn't been processed yet. That's interesting. Here is all of our components. I'm probably going to break all of this up and run it down the sides here. That way we know exactly what's what. And up here is just your basic main view for ISIs, which I'm going to be editing all of this stuff up. I want to add in some maybe like shield status if we can find any scripts for that. I want to edit or add in some building layout plan type deal. We've got the shield status here as well. And I want to add anything in that I can, like battery status. I do know that there's a couple nice battery status LCD scripts out there, and I want to check those out, see what we can get with that. Now, looking through my scripts that I have, this automatic LCDs 2 looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and copy that to editor and check code on it. I don't think it's going to automatically filter out my LCDs, which is good. From what I realized, I need to look up how to do this, and I will actually do that in between videos so I learn a little bit more about it. I'm basically going through and just getting some scripts running on these blocks here just so I can get some stuff going. Alright, yeah, I've added the Path Auto Miner exclusive local area script to our grid here. I'm going to be setting this up probably in the next video. I will actually, this week's tutorial will probably be on that, so I'm gonna be learning as much as I can in between videos about it, and I will actually put up a tutorial on how to use it correctly. Basically what that'll do is allow us to set these guys up to where they come in and out one at a time. It's really cool, and I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on that this time. I'll probably pick one of the ISI scripts for the next time. We will set up a grid here of solar panels. Well, we don't really need it on this playthrough, but I will be doing it very, very shortly. Because we don't have solar movement going on in this playthrough, we don't really need it. That's the reason I'm not running it. Normally I would run that, but I'm just not doing it in this one. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But I think I'm going to leave the video here, and I'm going to, like I said, in between videos, I'm going to learn and create a guide for the script we were talking about, the PAM ELA, which is Path Auto Miner Exclusive Local Area Script. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. If you haven't already, please drop a like to let me know that you did. Also, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please think about it and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, click one of the 2 videos on your screen now. Thank you. Have a nice day.